Elon Musk is coming after Julius Malema. He's called for him to be sanctioned, and he's called for him to be called or listed as an international criminal. Let's find out how we got here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this video is all about, so stick around.
Listen properly.
When you get into a taxi, you sit down before you get in.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. All right, so last Friday, South Africans woke up to the news addressing egregious actions of the Republic of South Africa. This is an executive order that was signed in by Trump. I'm not going to go through the whole executive order. I think the most important takeaways is the following. The United States shall not provide aid or assistance to South Africa, and the United States shall promote the resettlement of Afrikaner refugees escaping government-sponsored race-based discrimination, including racially discriminatory property confiscation. Now, this has obviously sent South Africa in a tailspin, at least for those who care about politics. The ANC made a statement and they kind of doubled down because they basically said that they're not going to be bullied, yada, yada, yada. The president even said this in Sona in his State of the Nation address, and basically saying that there are no land grabs in South Africa, blah, 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 denying everything as they usually do. And ladies and gentlemen, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation put out this statement. I'm not going to go through the whole statement because I just kind of paraphrased it for you. But Ronald Lamola himself has been taken to court over hate speech because Lamola himself said the Constitution must be changed to allow for expropriation of land without compensation. He warned that if white South Africans did not hand land over to poor blacks, there could be land invasions like those that took place in Zimbabwe.
Is he serious?
Yeah, this is what the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation said a few years ago. Anyway, since the executive order, even Solidarity has come out and said that the Afrikaners are staying where they are. They want to work together in order to build a prosperous South Africa. South Africa is their home and they will stay here. Now, obviously, he's speaking for some of the Afrikaans community, not all of them, as there's already been over 10,000 white farmers already looking to exit South Africa. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is very dangerous. I mean, if farmers leave, what's going to happen to our food security? Now, I know a lot of left-leaning people in the comment section are going to be like, yay, we're going to take over the land and it's going to come to us and we will build it, blah, blah. Okay, for anyone who says that, do you even know the first thing about farming? That's the first question. But moving on, of course, after all this, the South African government also started to blame AfriForum, and the left-leaning media has been bombarding AfriForum, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk, trying to make them look bad and smear them all over the place. You can just see headline after headline of left-leaning media just trying to downplay everything and make expropriation without compensation seem like a good thing. And of course, MK needed to feel relevant, so they've decided to open a case against AfriForum. They're literally trying to sue AfriForum over this. It's amazing to me. It baffles me so much how the left-leaning media, left-leaning people are so quick to get angry with Trump, get angry with Elon and AfriForum, but they're not getting angry with the actual source and problem in this country, which is the ANC. And second to that would be the EFF. Speaking of the EFF, the shit really hit the fan when Elon tweeted this. Why do you allow this, Sir Ramaphosa? This is a major political party in South African parliament and their leader is calling for the genocide of white people. And down here is a video of Julius Malema. And there you can read what he was saying. And then apparently the spokesperson of the ANC said, please get a grip. These are old videos. Surely you can verify them. Not a single white person has been killed by these individuals or because of their utterances. We have legal instruments to deal with incitement. You really need to familiarize yourself with our legal system.
Yeah, right.
No. You, Mr. Vincent, need to familiarize with our legal system because it is flawed. But luckily, Politics Web was here with a fact check and said that in May last year, South Africa's second highest court legalized the singing of murder chants like Kill the Boer. These were first taught to the ANC's armed operatives at a time when it was official ANC policy to kill farmers and incite attacks on white civilians and their homes. Contrary to assertions that it is a harmless old anti-apartheid chant, as claimed by New York Times and others, Kill the Boer actually originates from the Rhodesian Bush War. It was used by Zipra to indoctrinate the guerrillas who shot down Rhodesia flight 825 and massacred the survivors. MK members learnt the chant from their Zipra instructors in their training camps in Zambia at the time. So much for it just being a song then. But Elon didn't stop there, and he continued to share other clips of Julius Malema. Until eventually Elon said this: immediate sanctions for Malema and declaration of him as an international criminal. And of course, the media coming to Malema's aid. Imagine how Elon will badmouth Earth once he gets to Mars. Mampara of the week, Elon Musk. But luckily, the damage was already done. People started unearthing all these horrible videos and statements that Malema has been making over the years. Not just him, but other politicians in South Africa as well. Accounts like Libs of TikTok has been sharing some of the stuff, and Libs of TikTok has 4.2 million followers. And Wokeness has been sharing some of MK leader Ndele's statements as well. And Wokeness has over 3.5 million followers. And what are some of our left-leaning media doing? Well, they're saying that South Africans rally behind EFF President Julius Malema after being declared international criminal by Elon Musk. And this is very foolish to say because everybody knows that X is not a representation of South Africa. If this was true, then Julius Malema would be president right now, but he's not. And of course, Julius Malema replied, he said, "I really think you have entirely lost your left brain. A typical spoiled brat and direct beneficiary of apartheid whiteness. I know black people look the same to you, typical racist. Look closer and you will realize that those are two different people. America is exposing us to its stupidity. I don't care about your sanctions. I will never stop fighting for black people to be equal to white people. And if that makes me an international criminal, I am proud to be one." So he's basically saying that this person is not the same person. Okay, a lot of video evidence, but anyway. And he said he's never going to stop doing what he's doing until black people have equal rights to white people. That's very interesting considering the following. There are 142 race-based laws in operation in South Africa. During apartheid, these types of laws discriminated against not white people. Since 1994, they have been reversed to discriminate against non-black people. Here's a graph that shows and illustrates this. I'll probably go more into detail about the whole race law situation in South Africa in another video. But the point is that Malema says that black people are not equal to white people in South Africa, but clearly that's not the case. Most laws in South Africa, laws like BEE, benefit the black people or the majority in South Africa. Now, I'll make another video going into more detail about the race laws in South Africa. For now, I want to focus on Julius End because there's something very alarming that's happening here. Elon has every right to call out Julius Malema. As a matter of fact, he's put a lot of spotlight on Julius Malema, and a lot more people are seeing the horrible things that he is saying, as well as Ndele. But what's really concerning is that the mainstream media has gone into overdrive to try and defend these guys. Not just that, they're also trying to defend the Expropriation Act. And they're not looking at the actual problem, which is the ANC. And for, you know what, the GNU for that matter. Because it seems like not one politician, except for maybe Dean McPherson, has opposed the expropriation bill. Every other politician is trying to convince you that it's going to be good, that Zimbabwe 2.0 is not going to happen. But judging by how politicians have lied to you in the past, can you really trust them that everything is going to be okay right now? At the end of the day, only time will tell. And right now, this is where we are. We'll see if Elon's tweet has gotten to Trump and if Trump sanctions Julius and calls him an international criminal. It'll be very interesting to see what happens after that. And I refuse to believe that most South Africans are rallying behind Julius Malema. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that South Africans are rallying behind Ndele either. I think that most rationally thinking South Africans can see that what Julius says and what Ndele says is very dangerous. But I'll keep a close eye on this story in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about all this. And while you're down there, leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel. Got more content coming your way. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Your newsflash is in.
Babe, are you doing anything?
Not at all, sweetheart. What do you need? We need to adjust the budget.
Babe, are you done with your meeting?
Perfect timing. Just finished.
Steve, I'm hungry.
What are you in the mood for, sweetheart?